Just got done watching Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, directed by James Mangold. Now, let's start off with an obvious. It's not the original trilogy. Raiders, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. Those three have the charm Steven Spielberg has put into them, and you can feel Spielberg's magic into those three. Now, we don't really need to say anything about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but Dial of Destiny, James Mangold is trying his best. He is doing his best job with the story he has. And he he's trying to replicate the magic of Spielberg, but it's just not going as well as intended. So he is definitely a competent director, and you can see he has, while watching the film, you can see he is a competent director. I mean, he's made great films beforehand, such as Ford v Ferrari, Logan, and 310 to Yuma. So now that we have talked about the solid directing throughout the film, but missing some of the charm of the original trilogy, especially, let's talk about performances. Harrison Ford is trying, which that was actually a big worry of mine, to be honest, surprisingly, because, like, let's look at Star Wars, for example. You can kind of tell in the newer Star Wars trilogy, he's not trying his hardest in there. But you can tell in Dial of Destiny, he is putting the effort needed for the story. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she's good, but her character is pretty unlikable, honestly. And throughout the story, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, is doing a good job, but I don't know, her character is not the greatest. Mads Mikkelsen, I wished he had more to do. I don't know. It's like in these big franchises, he's not really getting the writing for the character, because you can tell he's trying for it, but like from Doctor Strange to uh, his character uh, Grindelwald, The Secrets of Dumbledore, you can tell he's trying to do a great performance, but the character is just not well written enough for him to do anything. His character is not really that fleshed out throughout. Um, all right, the Dial of Destiny itself, just kind of wish it got more time to flesh out throughout the story, because you, it's really doesn't get that much, honestly. The supporting cast overall, like, especially in the first, well, the entire original trilogy, the supporting cast has always stood out. They're always great. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull kind of changed that a bit. Dial of Destiny, most of the supporting cast was just unlikable. With really, out of all the entire cast, Harrison Ford is the only truly likable character. I mean, Indiana Jones is the only primarily likable character in Indiana Jones. So, the action is pretty good. The opening action piece is definitely the best of the film. The chase scenes throughout, and then the end, they're decent. Um, but it's missing the practical effects that the original trilogy had, because they just felt so much more real and the stakes were so much higher. But here, it feels like a blockbuster. It feels like you're watching CGI. That's just what it feels like. And so the film overall, it's solid, but it has a lot of things holding it back that don't allow it to become as great as the original trilogy, but not as bad as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So overall, the film is a roughly 6.5 out of 10. If you're a huge Indiana Jones fan, I do recommend it, but thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you'd like, and recommend my channel to anyone. And if you do that, more videos like this will come. See ya.